This pilot program is a research study developed as a collaboration between the National MS Society Northern California chapter and Dr. Rhoda Olkin, Distinguished Professor at the California School of Professional Psychology. I'm Dr. Werfel, and I developed the Internet program, and I will also be your facilitator for the weekly telephone groups. So we'll have the opportunity to meet each other then. I'm a psychologist, and I sit on the Clinical Advisory Committee of the Northern California chapter. Dr. Olkin is also a psychologist, and she's a nationally recognized researcher on disability. Dr. Olkin and a student assistant are conducting the research. This is a 4-week educational program designed to provide you with education about stress management. This is the stress management segment, and to give you some tools to better manage stress. This program is not a medical treatment, and it's not meant to replace any medical treatment you might be getting. This program and all of the information contained in this program is meant to be used in conjunction with any medical interventions that may be suggested or prescribed by your treating physician. If at any time during this program your symptoms change or increase, please consult your physician immediately. So I want to also let you know that this first segment of this program is the longest because it includes all of the information about the program. So I don't want you to feel like this is so time-consuming, such a big project. When you get to the end of it, I will answer the question now. No, every segment is not this long. So I'm going to invite you to make yourself comfortable. Find some place to sit that's comfortable enough for you so you can really listen to this program. You're welcome to look at the slides. The slides will reflect what I'm already talking about. You're also welcome to just listen. You'll be able to go back to this at any time you want. And at any time you want, you can also stop this. Take a break and come back to it. Review it or continue. This is self-paced for you. You may be noticing that as I'm talking about the program structure, I may talk a little bit more quickly because the information is all there in front of you. But when I'm going through the assignments, when I'm going through the education piece, I will be talking a little bit slower. And of course, you can go back and review anything in your own time. So I'm really glad that you've joined us, and I'm hoping that this program will be very beneficial to you. Thank you for being willing to be part of this program. And now we'll move on to the next slide and our program. So, you may be thinking, I already know too much about having stress. What am I going to get from this program? So let me give you some ideas. Stress can't be avoided. So managing it well is one way that you can live better with MS. Better management of the stressors in your life can lead to improved pain management and mitigation. Pain management is your ability to manage the pain that you have. Pain mitigation is the perception that the pain is even less. And we absolutely all, when we're in pain, want to feel like it's less painful. That is pain mitigation. So each week in this segment, new stress management tools will be introduced during the online program, so you can discover which ones work best for you. To give you an idea of some of what you'll be learning in this program, you will learn about the relationship between stress and MS and pain. You'll learn about the relationship between stress and pain. You'll learn about how to cope better with stress and how that can make it easier for you to live well with MS. Also about how thoughts can increase or decrease your ability to handle stress. You learn about healthy ways to cope with stress, how to identify stressful thoughts and situations, how to calm stress reactions in your mind and body, what mind-body interventions are and how you can use them, and stress busters such as mindfulness, relaxation and breathing techniques, using your imagination and imagery, developing a personalized plan for reducing and coping with stress in your life, replacing words that hurt with words that heal. For this week, we'll be looking at the program structure, talking about contact information, reviewing for you what is multiple sclerosis symptoms, and 4 types of MS. You may feel like you know a lot about MS, but it's important to clarify exactly what MS is. You'll be learning this week some about stress in MS. What is stress? Some possible causes of stress, some stress reducers, and about mind-body interventions. What are mind-body interventions? Each week there will be assignments, and I'll be asking you to give some thought to these assignments, and the phone groups will be used to discuss what you learned from your assignments or to ask any questions that you may have about the assignments. I'll review the assignments again, but just to let you know, for this week they will be keeping a stress log, a body scan relaxation exercise, and trying one new stress reducer. But you don't have to think about the assignments now. Let's go into the program structure. Program structure. There's the online program. That's what you're listening to and looking at right now. It will be introduced each week of the 4 weeks on Monday. You will not have your phone group until the following Tuesday, so you'll have a little over a week to review this as much as you want and to try out some of the assignments. Each week in the online program will include an educational segment. It's what we're doing now, a demonstration that will come later, and an assignment. In order for you to get the most out of this program, please listen to the entire segment at least once and try each new assignment at least twice during the week. You're welcome to go back to the segments or portions of the segments whenever you wish. A new online segment will be published 1 week before your telephone call. You will be able to access the current and past online segments whenever you would like, and you will be able to download them after the program ends. So you can relax and just take this in. It will be available for you to review. The telephone group will be meeting each other by phone. We'll meet for 1 hour a week. You will have already received notification about the time of your group and your call-in number and access code. If you haven't received this, please contact Joy O'Donnell so you can. Joy's number will be coming up very shortly. This group will give you the opportunity to ask any questions about the online material and assignments, discuss your experience with the assignments with me and with the other participants. And you'll also have an opportunity during the telephone program to connect as buddies with some of the other people, one or more of the other people on the phone, so that you can connect with each other either by telephone or through email, just to check in with each other, so you have someone that's been through this program with you that you can check in with afterwards. Here's a little bit more about program structure that's important for you to know. Once again, I'll go through this a little bit quickly because you have it in front of you, and then we'll begin with the program. So please bear with me for one more slide while we talk about program structure. This is a pilot program that includes a research component. This means that this is the first time this program is available. It's been recently developed. So it's very important that we get your feedback about this program. We will be using your responses to the research questions to develop a pain management program that can be used by people living with MS nationwide. All of the information is completely confidential, and no one else will, including myself and the MS Society staff, will know your responses. A research assistant and the researcher, who is an MS Society volunteer. The research assistant, who is a volunteer, will be listening in to the phone groups so that we can make note of which parts of the program you found helpful or difficult to understand. So it's important for us to know if the same questions are asked over and over again, that indicates that there's another piece of the program that needs to be developed, or a part of the program that might be confusing. That's really important for us to know. So during the phone sessions, in order to ensure your confidentiality, your last name will not be used. Remembering again that this volunteer research assistant is listening in simply to record questions and feedback that's received over the phone. Thank you so much for helping us with this important research by fully participating in this program, by listening to it, by being willing to do the assignments and trying them out, by giving us the feedback and answering the questions, and fully participating in this program. If, for whatever reason, you have not already been contacted by the researcher or her assistant, please contact Joy O'Donnell, because it is important for us to know what your experience is before starting the program, right after completing the program, and at some time in the future again. If you have any questions about the program, you can contact Joy O'Donnell. Her number is provided right here, as well as her email address. If during the program you're discovering that you're really struggling, and this has to do with your emotional well-being, then you can contact Andrew Rose at the Northern California chapter, and his telephone number is also provided here. If you're unsure, you can always call Joy, and she will talk with you and determine whether she can answer your question or Andrew would be a better person. And of course, the National MS Society provides access to support and referrals through their Information and Referral Center. The number is provided here. So if during this program you're realizing that you would like some more information or a referral to a professional, the Information and Referral Center would be where you would contact. So that was it about the program structure. We're going to move on to MS. What is MS? As you might know already, MS is chronic, unpredictable, and is sometimes disabling. Although much progress has been made, the cause and cure are still unknown. However, there are some very promising treatments that your neurologist can discuss with you. I want to say here that if you feel like you don't trust your neurologist or don't feel like you're getting the kind of answers that you need from your neurologist, please consider getting either a second opinion or consulting another neurologist. The Information and Referral Center, the number that is in the previous slide, can help you find a neurologist in your area that will be better for you or better meet your needs. You can also check in with people around you or the self-help groups that you might be going to ask if people may have neurologists that they're happier with than you are with yours, because having a good neurologist is very important. MS is most likely an autoimmune disease that primarily affects the central nervous system. Central nervous system, also known as CNS, is comprised of the brain, the spinal cord, and the optic nerves. The name multiple sclerosis comes from the multiple areas of scarring that can characterize the disease process, might show up on an MRI. MS symptoms may be mild, moderate, or severe. The course of MS can include relapses and remissions or progressively increasing symptoms. Some people will experience only a few symptoms in the course of their MS, while others will experience many more. And MS symptoms can vary from day to day for a given individual, so that no two people that have MS will have exactly the same experience, which is why no one medication works for everyone. No one treatment works for everyone. That can be a frustrating part of having MS. And the other side of it is sometimes people can feel more optimistic because there may be additional options for them, that not everybody's the same, not everybody responds the same. So even though one person didn't have a positive experience with a type of treatment, doesn't mean that you might not have a very positive experience with that treatment.